Good morning. This is Ken White with the City of Eden, and this is Kennect, small businesses telling big stories. However, this morning, we have a little surprise. I have volunteers from Draper, from the Draper area, who's going to tell us why they do what they do. And this group of merchants and volunteers in Draper do a lot of work on the side that nobody ever sees, and people don't know how it happens. So this morning, I have Vicki Woodall.
Good morning.
And Jennifer Boyte.
Good morning.
Longtime people from Eden, Draper, everywhere. So, first of all, thank y'all for coming and telling me what you do. And thank you for doing what you do in Draper Village. There's people that don't know what the group of merchants and volunteers do.
Thank you for asking us.
Yeah. So, first off, why Draper? Why do you do this?
That's where I grew up. Draper always have a big piece of my heart. It was a wonderful childhood there. Of course, everybody can say that about every area, but it was a close-knit area. Of course, we grew up in the 60s and 70s there, so it's just always maintained a little big piece of my heart.
Absolutely. And you?
We moved here from Virginia when I was 2, and we moved to Green Acres. Lived there my whole life, and that was a very tight-knit, family-oriented community. And I've always lived near Draper. After I got married, I lived on the corner of Rickman and Stadium, and then I moved to Creek Ridge. But they laugh at me because I finally crossed over 14. I live in Rural Lake Knolls now. But I've always stayed close to Draper, and I've always kept the friends that I made as a child.
Yeah.
And we've always been close and always had the same goal in mind.
Absolutely. So, first of all, let's discuss some of the projects that you've done. You've also not been doing this just a few years, Vicki. You were part of the original group, as I call them.
Yes, well, way back in 2006, me and Jennifer and 5 other of our friends that we all grew up together, we did a lot of fundraising. We raised, what was it, $21,000.
$21,000. We called ourselves the Green Acre Girls. We were all from Green Acres.
And we raised money there to redo the Christmas lights. The little corner there, we put the fence up, we put the sign up. And we had a great time doing it. And we held a couple events. Draper Memory Days was one of them. Had a fantastic turnout for that. And then the next year we partnered with the then Draper Elementary with their PTO and did a sock hop and raised money for the school there. So, yeah, we've been doing this for a while.
And I will have to give props to Tammy Easter.
Yes.
She got us all together. This was her idea. And we went to the Railroad Cafe every Tuesday night planning this and sold T-shirts out of the back of our car and planned this for months and months. And it was like her brainchild. Yeah. But it was all age groups of women from Green Acres that, my sister Joey Connor, Ann Slayton,
Toot Smart,
and
Robin
Lemons. And we all were different age groups. We all had a common goal.
Yeah.
So it worked out really well. And the Draper Memory Day, people loved it. It was wonderful. Yeah. But that was one of the major things we started with.
Right.
And most recently, last year, the monument down in Draper, the Veterans Monument, when they started to sell the engraved bricks for the monument, I got on board with that because my dad, Buck Woodall, since in the early 70s, he was always putting 11 flags at that monument on Memorial Day, 4th of July, and Veterans Day in honor of those veterans that gave all. He did that until he died in 88. Then my mom took it over. And when she turned 80, I took it from her, and she would have been 99 this year, so I've been doing it about 19 years. But when they started selling the bricks, I really got on board because I feel like that was a forgotten little nook of the property there, and it was fantastic. It was fantastic. You did an awesome job promoting that, and I thank you very much because I felt like it was a little unknown, but you got on board and you pushed it and you promoted it. And I was very excited when we had the unveiling Veterans Day last year, and you said that we would be doing this as an annual event.
Absolutely.
I think that's fantastic. But that's probably my proudest project that we do there. But then we took on the little corner, the little Christmas, the little trio there in the corner, and got to say thank you to the Draper merchants because they pay the light bill every month because we have the lights on every month now instead of just Christmas. So it's been really great. We have a lot of people that have volunteered on a monthly basis to decorate that tree. I started out with doing Easter because there again, my daddy, every Easter he worked all year long filling up little Easter eggs to hang on the dogwood trees in our front yard. So that's kind of where I got my inspiration because I was a daddy's girl and I wanted to honor him by doing that. So then we did the Christmas tree. And it's just grown. We have people volunteer and thankful to the Hale family that own that piece of property and allow us to do this. And Todd and Diana did 2 months. They did Valentine's this year, which was absolutely probably one of my favorites. And they also did Memorial Day.
No, the flamingos are the best.
They are. I
The flamingos.
Now, I love my flamingos. And I have to thank Cindy Adams for that because she kind of gave me the go ahead to do that when she suggested, oh, I'd love to see a flamingo tree. So, we did the flamingos. So, we got everybody, every month, I think, is taken, and people are doing a great job of doing it. And one thing about it, we did Halloween last year, and when you're out there on the corner decorating, the traffic, the cars going by, they blowing the horns, they hollering out the window, and getting a real positive response. A lot of people are enjoying that, and that just brings a little happy. So
yeah, it absolutely does.
And that is a prime example of community in Draper. There's so many different people, like Vicki said, the Hales on the property, they allow us. The Draper merchants pay for the light bill. We raised the money many moons ago to put that fence up and start that whole idea. Diana Biggs goes down there all the time and changes out that sign. And it takes quite a few people to make that happen, and I think the community looks forward to it now.
Oh, they really
and I
do.
think a lot of people from all over town are just going down there to see what's next. You know?
Oh, absolutely. Well, it came back just when you said that. It popped in my head. It takes the village. It
does.
I mean,
it does.
But I would say this as an honor to y'all and to other and list other people and other things. If y'all see a problem, y'all are not above pointing it out to get help, and we do what we can.
Exactly.
But y'all take ownership of the problem almost until it's fixed.
Yes. Yeah, we do. We're like I say, I guess we got a little protectiveness over that area, but we had a great time there. And everybody can look back on reflect on their childhood and enjoy it. And so we want to maintain it. We want to see the downtown area kept neat, kept nice and clean, and looking respectable.
Absolutely. I mean, it takes a great part of work. And we have said this before when we were talking earlier on. And Jennifer, you said it best, that it's not just Draper. That Draper is a village and it's part of Eden as a whole. And that everyone should take ownership of not call it their area, but that Eden grows and gets better when everybody
pulls
together.
Right.
And we've got it appears down the Bear Hill Road, a lot of businesses coming there. We're going to get a lot of traffic, not just the Draper section, but Eden as a whole. So we need to be maintaining and upkeeping our property here.
And prepared for that.
And yes, to get ready for this uptick of traffic we could possibly have.
Yeah, it will be life-changing for Eden, especially that end, because that's the end you come on into from that area. So you've done the Veterans Park, you've helped with that, and the Christmas tree and the Christmas lights. Is there another project that you have stuck back in your head that you just haven't voiced yet?
Well, I would like to see the downtown area spruced up a little. It'd be a great opportunity, like I said, with the upgrade coming on Berry Hill Road. It'd be a great opportunity to get more businesses down there. Great little place for even just people with small business just starting up. It would be
It needs to be used.
Yes.
The downtown needs to be used instead of sitting there stagnant. And, you know, the businesses that are trying down there, they need, you know, they need help. And these businesses that are just, or buildings rather, that are just locked up and closed down, we need to try to do something with them.
Well, and as you know, the city park, you know, the appearance commission planted the flowers and the flower
Right.
pots. The DOT, when they did it, they re-put the crosswalks back
Right.
in, which
That looks great.
it looks great. And
does.
surprisingly, I mean, you wouldn't think a crosswalk, but it really does dress up
It
those
does.
new roads. And there's you know, new businesses trying to open and old businesses expanding and things like that. The farmers market is a great every other Saturday thing. It has really blown up.
They've done great with that. I mean, that was just a great idea because we don't have a little produce stand here in town, and having
Right.
that farmers market the first and third Saturday of the month is a
Yeah.
great idea.
It is
Absolutely.
a great idea.
And
And I
it'll
mean,
be, yeah.
the people are putting the work into that.
Yes.
So, but my goal for Draper is a little different from Vicki's. I want to see it become a place that people can live and be proud of. I have some properties on Front Street. I feel as though Front Street probably might have been one of the first streets that was mill houses. And that's our history. The mills built our town. And my whole goal is I think everybody deserves a home. I think everybody deserves a decent home, no matter your income level or not. I think everybody deserves a safe home. And that was my whole goal with restoration of those houses, was to upgrade them and keep them looking good. And what I found was, when I started the first one, is we worked on it ourselves, but everybody around us started getting excited. What are you doing? And then I was seeing people paint their houses,
absolutely.
putting on the new roofs, getting outside, talking in the streets, talking in the yards, and that was fun to see.
Right.
And then my other house, I opened an Airbnb, and mainly because of this one, because when I bought the house, I just had an interest in bringing it back. And I had toyed with this Airbnb idea, and everybody was like, don't do it, not there, not there. And Vicki kept saying, you can do it, you can do it. And we were like, what's the worst that could happen? And she just has really pushed me. And if it had not been for her, it probably would not have helped. And she has helped me paint, clean, put in furniture. She helps me every time I have a turnover. But my whole goal for that was investing in a place that had invested in me all my life.
Right.
I wanted to invest back into a community I grew up in and had such a great experience. Because when we were kids, it was just like Vicki said, the best childhood. The best.
Yeah.
I mean, we could walk to the movies, we could walk to the pool, we could walk to Jerry's or John's or whatever it was, to the railroad. We could go freely.
Right.
And it would be nice to see a happy community there and people to take pride in where they live.
Right.
You know, and I that's what I hope for any area in town, is that take pride in where you live, and everybody deserves a home.
Absolutely. And like you said, the first one, and sometimes it's hard to be the first one. But once you get the first one, it builds a little momentum,
Right.
because then everybody else says,
I can do that.
I can do that. Even if, because, you know, just a freshly weeded flower bed or
Right.
something will bring something, you know, up and things like that. So,
Well, that's what I saw. I saw a lot of people get excited, and it just was a sense of community. And of course, it's on Front Street, and I used to call it front porch sitting, because we would all sit
On the front porch.
and
Right.
talk, and it was nice to see people get excited. And I mean, there are other people down there who've done a lot of work too. It's not just me.
Right.
But I'm happy about it. I'm happy
Absolutely.
they're building a new house on Front Street. So, but I would really like to see some kind of history of the mill houses and
Yeah.
some kind of revitalization of that. I don't know how to go about that, but
We'll talk after the podcast because I have a project that somebody is getting ready to start
Awesome.
about for the history of Eden and stuff like that. So
I
I'll
think
have
that would
people
be
to talk to you
wonderful.
about. Yeah. So thank y'all ladies for coming this morning. Thank you for
having
everything you
us.
do, because like you said, what you do in Draper is going to spill over into other parts of Eden, which is very exciting.
And we have a
Me-
great time doing it.
Absolutely.
And I have just been coming to the Draper meetings in the last year, so, and I can't come all the time, but what I have seen when I come to those Draper Merchants meetings is people that are committed. It's
Yes.
always the same people that are committed. They are committed to doing the work.
Absolutely.
And I'm proud of that.
Absolutely. So, well, thank y'all for joining us this morning. This is Ken White with the City of Eden, and this is Kennect, small businesses telling big stories. Thank you.